What if one quiet evening, as the sky bruised purple and streetlights flickered to life, a shape appeared in the sky, not flying, not falling, just there, like reality made a typo. It hummed like a heartbeat across dimensions, and before anyone could even panic, it unfolded. Not a ship, not a weapon, something stranger. A structure, fluid yet sharp, made of light that bent time around it like a mirror twisting gravity. From it emerged beings, not with gray skin or bug eyes, but cloaked in shifting patterns of memory and starlight. They didn't walk, they arrived, no armies, no ultimatums. Just an invitation, and it was addressed to you, not humanity. Not scientists or presidents or generals. You. Because. They explained in a voice that wasn't sound but resonance in your bones. They came to show you the true history of Earth. Not from books, not from satellites, from the future. These weren't ordinary aliens. They weren't here to conquer or observe. They were archivists. Chronohistorians from a civilization so ancient they didn't measure time in years, but in the deaths and rebirths of galaxies. And they had something no one else did. A time machine, not a sleek DeLorean or a spinning vortex, but a living vessel that could peel through time like layers of skin. They invited you inside, and when you stepped in, the laws of causality bent like reeds in the wind. You didn't see history. You stood in it. The air changed. The gravity tasted different. Suddenly, you were in the shallows of a primordial ocean, watching the first cells divide like tiny dreams sparking into being. The air buzzed with unseen tension, the potential of everything to come. Then snap, you're somewhere else, watching the earth heave and churn in fire and ash, as continents rip themselves apart like sleeping titans turning in their beds. The aliens explain nothing unless you ask. They're not here to lecture, they want you to feel it. To understand not just what happened, but what it meant. You witnessed the first spark of fire in a hominid's trembling hand. The quiet birth of language when one early human pointed at the stars and another understood. You watch ancient empires rise not with triumph, but with terror and sacrifice. You don't just see pyramids. You feel the weight of every stone lifted by calloused, broken hands. You smell the blood of forgotten wars. Hear lullabies sung in languages that no longer exist. But here's where it gets strange. This isn't just a ride through the past. These aliens know what you don't, that the future has already recorded history. And it's not what we think. They show you how legends twisted truth, how entire centuries were misremembered, how civilizations erased others like chalk smudged from a board. The earth you knew becomes a palimpsest, layered, rewritten, scarred. You see lost cities beneath deserts, forgotten gods whispering from cracked statues, cultures that never got to tell their story. And then, you begin to notice the threads. Patterns. History doesn't loop, but it rhymes, echoing the same mistakes, the same miracles. You watch revolutions that felt new, but were shadows of uprisings long past. Technological leaps that were actually rediscoveries. Environmental collapses that came not as surprises, but as prophecies ignored again and again. And then comes the most unsettling moment. They take you forward. Not to flying cars and silver cities. To what they call the pivot, the moment Earth's story split. Not one future, but many. Branches of timelines like a forest of possibilities. You see one Earth thriving in harmony with nature, powered by fusion and empathy. Another choked in ash and plastic, ruled by algorithmic kings and synthetic hunger. Another still cold and empty. Abandoned by humanity long ago, a fossil waiting to be studied. You ask, which one is real? They answer, all of them, and none. Because the future is like light, it behaves differently depending on how it's observed. And now that you've seen it, you are the observer. The aliens weren't here to teach you history. They were here to show you that history isn't fixed. It's a quantum script rewritten by memory, by interpretation, by choice. They hand you a device, not a weapon, not a gift, A marker. It lets you place a single moment in the timeline, like planting a flag in the soil of reality. One choice, one change, one butterfly that can ripple across centuries. You're overwhelmed. Do you prevent a tragedy? Save a forgotten culture? Ignite a movement before its time? Or do you do nothing? Simply carry this impossible knowledge back into your small singular life. As they depart, time reknits itself behind them. The sky returns to its silent, oblivious blue. No one remembers what you saw, but you do. And sometimes, when you close your eyes, you feel the echo of that machine humming through the folds of time. And you wonder, was it real? Or are you now part of a future's memory, already archived? Already studied? Because in their timeline, history isn't just written by the victors. It's told by the ones brave enough to witness it all.